The message that I heard loudly and clearly from the Parkland community in the aftermath of that tragedy was twofold. They wanted a ban on assault weapons, and they wanted it right now. And they also said they did not, under any circumstances, want to see teachers or faculty armed with firearms in our public schools. So what did the Florida legislature do? They sent us a bill that does not ban assault weapons and that arms teachers and faculty, which is exactly what people hate about politics. It's why they're disgusted by politicians.
Governor Rick Scott today signing into law the gun control and school safety bill.
I want to point out that this is a far different way of operating than the typical inefficiency we see from the federal government in Washington.
We cannot pat ourselves on the back and say, oh, look at how quickly the Florida legislature responded to the shooting in Parkland. You know, can't we all agree that their response to this terrible shooting was swift? No, I don't agree. And I'm not going to pat anyone on the back, because it was 6 years ago that 21 first graders were murdered in their first grade classroom in Sandy Hook. It was 2 years prior that 49 mostly LGBTQ people of color were murdered by a maniac with an assault rifle in this state. So no, I don't think finally slapping a bill together in February of 2018 was a quick response.
They dropped the instructional people, the teachers, out of the bill, but they still allowed others that were not instructional to have a gun in the school. But I was opposed to that. They would say, oh, it's a small step, it's a step, but it was a terrible idea.
Every shooting that has occurred has the AR-15 involved. And if we don't get rid of that, we're not going to be able to impact what we're trying to do here, and that's make the kids safe. The shooting in Pulse, I represent Pulse, the guy was 29 years old. The shooting in Las Vegas, he was 64. You know, we're ignoring the gun factor. That has to be brought into play.
Representative Latvala, where do you stand on banning these assault-type weapons?
As of right now, I'm undecided how I'll be voting on an assault weapons ban.
And your governor wants to raise the
undecided.
age. I know you're not a senator. You're totally decided on this. Representative Latvala, Senator Stewart, thanks to both of you. I want to just point out the Governor Rick Scott does want to raise the age to 21 to purchase guns in the state of Florida from 18
not enough.
right now.
That's not enough.
A lot of people, Senator, agree with you, but he is risking the wrath of the NRA, which wants to keep it at 18 right now. So it's a step from your perspective, right?
NRA should not be involved.
You have to just stand up to them. You can't just let them speak for everybody, because they don't speak for everybody. NRA members have written and said they don't think we should have assault weapons. And these are members of NRA.